Hello and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're going to review a fragrance from the house of Bond Number 9. So as you have seen from the title, we are going to review one of my favorite fragrances. I have eyeballed this fragrance for such a long time. I have had a bottle in the past. I am a big fan of this actual scent itself. I haven't really played much with the house of Bond Number 9. But I am a fan of some of their creations. They're very unique when it comes to perfume making. There are some fragrances that are similar to others, but for the most part, I do find that the house does make unique creations. And so it is called the Bond Number 9, a signature scent. So if you're looking this up online, it's listed under the signature scent. This is what the packaging looks like. I was very surprised because this is my first actual Bond Number 9 unboxing. The other fragrance that I did buy, I bought it, I believe it was pre-owned back in the day, and it did not come with the box, unfortunately. And this is my actual first purchase from them. So there's no cellophane on here at all. I was very surprised by that. I was like, why don't they have cellophane? Let me know down in the comments if they actually do come with cellophane, but mine did not. And it comes with this little handy dandy sleeve here. On the back, all you get is a little barcode here. And if you take this off, the actual cardboard itself is textured with the Bond Number 9 logo. So a little bit about Bond Number 9 as a fragrance house. They are known for making fragrances inspired by the city of New York or the surrounding actual cities of New York, which is very nice. You know, there's a very unique air to the city of New York that is very different from every other part of the world. And I think that, you know, tapping into that beauty of that city is a really great idea, and they do a really good job at it thus far. So this is, like I said, what the packaging looks like. It is two stacked boxes, and it looks like there's another piece of cardboard here to marry them. I will say that being a packaging whore, this is not my favorite packaging by any means, but they are an independent house, so do keep that into consideration, that they're not owned by a conglomerate. And because of that, they're not going to have, you know, the most upscale or most premium packaging in the world. They are a family-owned business, at least from what I found out in research, but you take this out and you get a little card inside of here, which, you know, just gives you some information about the House of Bond Number 9. And I believe you can mail it back to get some samples or something here. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look more into that and let you know. But then you get your bottle inside. So again, it's not the nicest packaging because this is an insert. It's a little hollow, I will say that. But, you know, most people throw the box away. No one's going to keep that box unless you are a freak like me and you keep all of your boxes hidden just in case, you know, you want to put it in its box, or you want to get rid of it, or you want to give it to someone because you're not using it anymore. The box itself is not the nicest, but here we have the bottle itself. All of these are designed to look like a star. So a 5-pointed star. Obviously the top is not pointy, but it is your lid cap here. It is a golden bottle, and you can kind of see through it there. So that's a very nice thing. It does have the Bond Number 9 logos all over it, and you can see the liquid shine through just a tad bit there. On the bottom, you do get some information. It's a little bit hard to read because it's a metallic type of coating on the actual bottle itself. But it does say Bond Number 9. It says where it was manufactured. And I believe all of these are made in the USA, and this one is made in the US as well. So because this bottle itself is a metallic coating, it is a fingerprint magnet. You will have to wipe this down. I have wiped this down about 5 times in the process of filming this actual video itself, but the lid itself it's kind of heavy, so it is a heavy type of lid. I'm assuming this top part is glass. It feels like glass. And then this part here is plastic, so, but it doesn't have any actual logos on the lid here. It doesn't say Bond Number 9 anywhere. And the thing about this brand is that if you do not know what you bought and you don't remember the name, good luck to you, sister, because unless you can read this bottom part, you're not going to know what you purchased. Most of them do not have an actual name on the bottle itself, but that's okay. I'm not sure how many Bond Number 9 fragrances you'll be purchasing at the cost of $470 for 100 mils. So quite pricey. You heard that right. $470 US for this size bottle. So 3.4 ounces or 100 mils is $470. That is a lot of moolah. That is a lot of taco money. That is a lot of everything. And I will say that this fragrance itself you can find on discounters, for the most part. At that point, you can decide if you want to actually go and get one from the discounters or if you want to go to the boutiques. I know that Bond Number 9 as a brand does run a couple of promotions where if you buy a bottle, they sometimes give you a bottle. I've seen that on their website. I'm not sure if that is a worldwide or a company wide thing that they do or if that is just select to certain stores. They also manufacture a 50 ml size bottle or 1.7 ounces. And that one's going to retail for 330 US dollars. So obviously for 470, you're getting it double the size, which is not that much more different than the cost you're paying already. And this scent itself is supposed to be, like I said, their signature scent. It's supposed to represent whenever they move to their new flagship boutique in NoHo. It's supposed to be a fragrance that I guess celebrates that, and it does do it very well. This scent itself has the notes of rose, musk, tonka beans, and oud. Now, there are some notes that I believe are in this fragrance itself, such as sandalwood, because it has a very creamy, distinctive sandalwood-like quality to it. The oud in here is not going to be an Arabian oud. If you have ever smelled a Bond Number 9 fragrance, they have a very distinct style to them. They're kind of, Western meets Eastern type of fragrance, so they're going to be extremely luxurious. They're going to be extremely sophisticated, but at the same time, they're kind of opulent and, kind of like very over the top, if you will. It's kind of like a quiet luxury. If you smell it, you know it's money, you know it's expensive. It's not mass market. It's not going to be mainstream by any means, but it is a fragrance that's going to be mass appealing. And what I mean by that, it's not going to be a fragrance that you're going to buy at a department store and get something else that smells identical like it, or that, you're going to find a dupe here and there and everywhere. Essentially, it is a fragrance line, and this fragrance in particular is extremely unique to the point where I have not smelt anything like it. I have smelt things that have, similar notes to it that kind of, little tiny bit, resemble it, but they're not going to be a dupe per se. I have not found one. If you do know of a dupe of this, let me know down in the comments as well. But this fragrance was launched in 2009, so it's been around for a hot minute, and I do really like this one. I think it's my absolute favorite one from the house of Bond Number 9, and I might be a little bit biased because it does have really great memories for me, but it's a very sophisticated, kind of like a wet oud. The rose is in there, but it's not a jammy rose. It's not a deep rose. It's kind of like a background note that, kind of marries everything. It's a creamy, creamy, creamy rose in this fragrance. And you really do get that musk carrying in this fragrance. It's not going to be like a white musk. It's not going to be a very light and fresh type of musk note, but it's a Arabian musk. It's a very Eastern musk mixed with the oud. Tonka bean gives this fragrance a nice sweetness to it, which really, really wakes up the actual scent as well. It's all around a very nice fragrance. It's a little metallic, and what I mean by that, there's a little metallic type of quality to this fragrance. So I'm assuming there's some kind of synthetic component in this actual fragrance, which makes it have that, metallic-y type of scent. But it's a very nice, well-rounded fragrance. It's going to work very well for, nice events. So if you're going to a wedding, if you're going night clubbing, if you are going to a very expensive dinner or a really, really important meeting and you walk in with this scent on you, you're going to command attention. Everyone's going to turn around and be like, that person is a boss. It is a very Western interpretation of oud, but it doesn't, disrespect the Eastern heritage of ouds in the actual fragrance market. So it's not going to be a Tom Ford oud wood. It's not going to be a Versace oud noir. It's not going to be a cherry oud by Guerlain. It's definitely going to be a fragrance that gives a lot of kudos to where it comes from, at least when it comes to the oud. Very well done. I really, really do love this fragrance. It is absolutely fantastic. Now the price is a little ridiculous. And like I said, for me, the packaging is not the nicest, but hey, it is what it is. At least the juice in here does do what it's supposed to do. This fragrance is definitely a nighttime fragrance. I would definitely say that if you're going clubbing or if you're going to anything that is at nighttime and you want to wear this, to really command presence, it will do that. Because the scent is inspired by the city of New York, it really reminds you of a very expensive gentleman's club or a very expensive piano bar where they have the bar made out of that really nice mahogany wood. It's an old school type of live music bar. It is deep, it is sexy, it is mysterious. It has a light quality to it as well, though. So although it has that depth as a fragrance, it also has that, lightness where people will be able to approach you and say, hey, you smell good. What are you wearing? You're going to get loads of compliments with this fragrance. I really do like it. And the nice thing about this fragrance overall, and I wish more brands did this, like, why are we not doing this? Is that they have longevity. You can spray a couple sprays of this fragrance. It's extremely potent. You're going to get, a good 7 to 8 hours of, wear time, which is a very nice thing because when you're paying 470 US dollars, you want something that's going to last all night, especially if you're going to wear this to the club. You're going to be around liquor, you're going to be around smoke, you're going to be around drunk people, perhaps vomit, and you really want to just, have your actual aura of your smell intact. And I think that this fragrance really does do that well. There's a lot of other clubbing fragrances that I would definitely recommend, but this one itself, if you want something that's going to last all night, that you're not going to have to decant and carry in your pocket, that you're not going to have to reapply, then I would say that Bond Number 9, a signature scent, is definitely the one. It's a very speakeasy type of fragrance, very smoky, very sexy, very woody, has a little bit of a floral touch and lots of musk. It's extremely well done. It literally smells like money in a bottle. It is sophisticated, elegant, refined, and it has depth and a nice friendly touch to it. So I definitely do recommend this fragrance overall. If you do not like fragrances that have oud in it, then I would definitely steer clear of this. If you don't like fragrances that kind of smell like sandalwood, then I would also steer clear of this as well. If you don't like rose, then don't get this fragrance. But I definitely think that you do need to try it. Go ahead and smell it in stores. Let me know your thoughts of this fragrance down below. Let me know if you have tried it or if you're gonna try it. I would love to know all of that down below. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more fragrance related content. And I hope to see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.